Welcome back again with King Family to another F1 Clash video, and we're here for the first Team Series event of F1 Clash 2023, and it's going to be Team Williams, and where we see Alex Alder, Albon, and Logan Sargent getting a 10% buff in this one. Alright, now there's a few things I want to point out here in this one. So Hutch has decided to change the cost of the crate offers in the team series and the special DGP events as well. So right now we see the William team series offer 10x crate is going to be 2,950 bucks for that. Now Williams is the lowest pairing in the game, so you want to be mindful of that when it comes to the pricing, that they're the lowest pairing in the game. And the funny thing about the Williams Team Series event is if you look on your drivers, the epics has no value in the Williams Team Series event because the epics, both epics, are at a lower series than both the rares. So the rares is where the value is actually if you're going to be using these drivers. The rare drivers is where the value is at. All right. So if you put on, if you have the epics, you can see I have the epics at level 5 there, and I have my Albon. So let me just put on my Albon here. All right. So I have on Albon rare. So I'm going to put on Sargent there. Then I can put on my Albon here. So both drivers at level 5 with the 10% buff epics. Now I'm going to put on my level 4 my level 4 rare Albon, and as you can see, he's way stronger than the epic at level 5, and at max level he is going to be stronger than the epic. Logan Sargent at level 1 is not stronger than the level 5 epic, but if we just put a few levels, if I just put like 2 levels on him, he'll be stronger. So the rare is where it's at if you're going to be using the team series event driver for the Williams team series event. All right, so let's jump on into the event. We're not going to be using the team series drivers because we have better drivers than that are way stronger than that, and we're going to be going into the Champions GP for our race. All right, so let's jump on in to qualifiers here. Wrong place. Let's jump into qualifiers here and see if we can get qualified up here in the Champions GP. Our team score is still below. Yes, we know, but we're still going Champions GP. There we go, looking nice. All right, so let's go qualify and see what we can do. Let's jump into our first race here. Remember to smash the like button if you haven't already smashed that like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more F1 Clash content. If you're not yet subscribed, turn on your post notifications so you get notified when we upload a brand new video. And yeah, let's jump on into this one, see what we can do. Here we go for our first race on the Spa. Let's see what kind of qualifiers we get. P21, P22, I would guess. Yep, that's where we are at. All right, so we're at the Spa here. So we're gonna aim for the one stop at the Spa here. So I'm gonna go medium and hard tires and see how that turns out. I'm gonna go light boost. So I'm just gonna go like self-control here at the Spa. It is qualifying, so I'm just gonna go light boost here with a little bit of self-control, as we just need to get qualified. Don't really need to use too much of a super premium boost at this point. All right, let's put in the fast start method and see if our drivers can go ahead and pick up some positions. Verstappen on the outside. Here comes Leclerc up the inside. Oh, come on, he got blocked by Piastri there. All right, so we keep that going right until we hit this corner up here. As we glitch along, picking up a position, we're aiming to cut them down right around here as we continue to pick up a few positions. So we'll cut down there and there. Right, and we'll let our drivers now cut these off and cut down to conserve. So we need to cross the line with 70% of tires on our Verstappen to get 3 laps, and there you can see we're way below the margin. We've burned too much of our tires on the boost at the start, on the charge boost, and we've crossed the line with 69% for our Leclerc. All right, so we're just going to try and keep our Verstappen in play here as he moves into up, rival attacking to give some support to Verstappen. Couldn't defend and hold that position, so we'll let the rival go as he's burned down his tires, and he's going to be going to pit in this lap. Few cars are going to be going to pit this lap, and we're going to still try to see if we can have 30% remaining on our tires with Verstappen, so we can get that next lap in there. All right, because we want to be doing the one stop instead of making it two stops. So we've cut him down here to conserve, to try and save on tires, because we want to cross the line with at least 30%. And that should be good enough to go around for another lap. And there you see Leclerc crossing the line with 40%. So he's good. And we're going to let our Verstappen continue to cruise on regular on conserve here, saving up some power unit while we make our way. Now we cut him up to regular driving, and then parts of the track where we know there is like a low overtaking, we're going to cut him down like that, and then cut him back up just like that right there, and he still didn't manage to hold the position. But we're going to come back to hard tires with him, and then for Leclerc we're going to come back to hard tires. Want to see what tires did the rival come back to. He did not pit one of his drivers, and then we're about to go out. We're going to boost him here. Hopefully he holds as he's right at the entrance. There we go. Great hold from him there as we now go into pit with the boost, as we slow our Leclerc in so we don't stock too much. Now we can boost our Verstappen back out. He's in P22, and we're just going to cut him to regular driving there. And Leclerc, give him a little bit of boost, then we'll cut him to regular driving as well there. So all these guys in front of us on those softs will be needing to go to pit. All those guys in front of us on those mediums will be needing to go to pit. Only car that will not be going to pit here is P15, which is Ocon. So we want to catch up. So we're going to let our drivers drive a little bit, and then I'm going to boost them down the back straight here to see if we can gain some time and pick up some positions, as some of these cars are going to be going to pit. Let's see if we can get the rival and P20. No, P20 got out before us. We got the rival though, and we're going to cut back down there. All right, what tires did the rival come back to? Mediums. All right, so he'll be going to finish now on these tires. So this is where we want to be managing now our power unit to overtake. We have De Vries, we have Logan Sargent that will be going into pit. So we should be able to pick up those positions. P15 should be going to pit. 13, Bottas will be going to pit. So a few cars will be going to pit here. So what we're going to do is we're going to boost from right up here. So we try and close the gap and see if we can catch some of those cars that are going to be going into pit, and we're going to keep that boost going as it's going to be the final lap, and we did not catch anybody who was in pit except for P20. We're going to cut down our power unit here on our Verstappen. Leclerc in P23, cut down his power unit as he's out. Now we want to push our Verstappen here to try and see if we can use this power unit to pick off Zoe. So we're going to boost him in the spots where we know overtaking is done. There we go, picking up Zoe. Moving up to P19. Who else is in front? Anybody else? Ocon, little distance away. We're going to boost here. Looks like Ocon suffering a breakdown. Looks like P17 suffering a breakdown as well. We're going to boost or Verstappen. Let's see if our Leclerc can catch P23, and if he can catch that other car that's suffering a breakdown, Yuki Tsunoda to the line. No, we're not going to catch him to the line. Oh, we did catch him to the line. P22. So nice race there for a nice 11-point start for qualifiers here, which is really nice. All right, there we go. Let's jump on into our next race and see what we can do in that one. Here we go for our next race on Bahrain. And something strange happened a while ago. We did finish with 11 points on the last race, but the game registers only 10 points for us. So probably was too close to call, and the game did not register the remaining off-board points. All right, so we're going to go for the one stop with or Leclerc. Once again, we're going to go light boost here, just light on boost. We're going to go to one stop with Leclerc. What we could do is go one stop with Verstappen. I want to try this method down here, and we're going to do a 3-5 and a 4-4. All right, so I want to try this method down here to see if the soft tires behind is going to be able to jump, as we did try that. I know that it works on the free-to-play account. Let's put in our fast start method here. A little bit late on the fast start, but that's all right. But yeah, here we go. Up the inside goes Verstappen, and here comes Leclerc boosting away. So it seems to be also working up in the higher series here, up in the Champions GP here, which is nice. Now we know. All right, so we want to go 3 laps with or Leclerc and 4 laps with or Verstappen. So we're gonna cut them to regular driving right about there, and we're gonna cut these off and let them do their thing and try to maintain and hold their positions. Though it's going to be difficult for Verstappen to maintain and hold his positions because he's on the medium compounds. Here we have hard tire Bottas behind us, and there you see he just slipped by us. Also, we now have hard tires Yuki Tsunoda. Let's give him some support here, as these cars are just skipping by him on the mediums there, even though they're on the harder compound, but they're way stronger. They're at a way higher level than or Verstappen, so that's why they're just skipping by him. They're at a way higher level than or Leclerc, and they're going to be skipping by him as well. But we're going to just try and hold for as much as we can to see as long as we can go. We want to cross the line with 50% on our Verstappen. We're closing the gap at 50%. So yeah, I think we're good for 4 with Verstappen without running out of tires. I think we're good for 4 from there. Come on, Verstappen, recover, defend, good. All right, we're gonna now go to pit with or Leclerc, put in or go to pit orders for those hard tires, which we're gonna be doing 5 laps on. So we're gonna let Leclerc stay out there for 5 laps. A good amount of hard tires in front, so we want to boost a little bit, see if we can pick up, but we don't want to boost too much to burn down our tires, to go 0 tires earlier than going into pit. So we cut him down, and then we'll boost him up there as he now goes into pit. As for our Verstappen, we're going to cut him down to conserve to go by pit. Nice and easy. And we'll just let him continue to do a little bit of conserving as our Leclerc is back out in P22. We're going to cut him down there because we want him to go for the full lap. And then we're going to come back to mediums with our Verstappen, give him a little bit of support. Then we'll cut him to regular driving there. See if he can sneak up the inside of Sargent. Yes, he can. Then we're going to cut him down to conserve because we don't want him to run out of tires before going into pit. And here comes Leclerc right behind us. So Leclerc should pick up on everybody who's going to be going into pit behind or with Verstappen here, as we now boost on our Verstappen in. Here comes Leclerc moving up to P18 on his hards, crossing the line just below 80%. So he's a little bit off right now, but as we keep him on regular driving, he should pick up. Let's boot through the slow there with our Verstappen, and we're going to cut him down. We don't want to do as we did a while ago and have him running out of tires. As Leclerc continues in P18, we have a good amount of hard tires in front that are going to be going to pit. Those guys on softs who are behind our Leclerc, they will be going back to pit. Piastri also on the mediums will be going back to pit, so we should pick up there. All right, we want to cross the line with 75% on our Verstappen. We're going to have to boost him here, so we try and boost by pit. See if we can pick up those. There we go, 75%. I'm cutting him right down there and let him use that momentum. All right, so he didn't manage to pick up any positions with the momentum there. Let's give a little bit of support to our Leclerc as the soft tire runners try to come by. One went by, and we now have another one, but they'll be going to pit, so we're not too worried about them. We don't want them to pull too far away from our Leclerc is what we don't want. We want Leclerc to be right on them, so when they do go into pit, we could just repass as they pass the pit lane. All right, so we're crossing the line with that 50% that we want on our Verstappen. Now moves up to P19. Another car suffering a breakdown. Yuki Tsunoda didn't service there. Here comes our Leclerc, now getting past, as we are now in P17, P18. We're in a good position to pick up some positions here as the soft tire runners. P12 will be going to pit, and we will pick them up. But we can't boost our Verstappen that much, because if we boost our Verstappen, he's going to run out of tires for the final lap, and we don't want that. And we see now the rival passing, but Leclerc picks up and pass those who are in pit. That's all right. And we want our Verstappen to make it back around. He will pick up on a few more cars if they suffer a breakdown. We see Leclerc out there in P15 all by himself. We're going to cut him to a little bit of conserve here. And cut our Verstappen as well to a little bit of conserve. We just want to manage these tires to the finish. If we're losing a few positions, that's all right. We just don't want to run out of tires. Here comes P16 on our Leclerc. Good defense from Leclerc there, 4%. We're going to boost him from there on 2%. He should make it to the line without... Oh, come on! We lost one place going into the line. We lost a place going to the line. And or Verstappen lost a few places as well going to the line. But there we go. Still finished for 10 points in the end. We could have gotten 11 points there if our Leclerc didn't just die out right on the line. He just bowed out on the line, and the AI just flew past like a rocket ship. All right, so 10 points for that one. Let's jump on into our next race and see what we can do in that one. Here we go for our next race. We're on Monza. What Monza? We're at Imola for this one. Now, so Imola is going to be basically a two-stop race. The one stop is not going to be good enough to do Imola. So it's basically going to be a two-stop race. So we're going to be losing a good amount of time on Imola here to do the two-stop. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go mediums, and I'm going to go softs. I'm going to go light boost again. This time I'm going to go for a little bit of race start. A little bit of, yeah, let's go for the instinct instead of the ballast for the race start. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 laps and do a 2-3-3 with my Leclerc. And then I'm going to go do a 3-2-3 with my Verstappen. Alright, let's boost. We forgot to put on the fast start method, but they're still making up some positions. And we wanted to see the soft tires behind. There it goes, boosting its way up to P18. All right, there we go, looking good. We're going to cut down Verstappen there. We're going to let Leclerc continue to push, see if he can pick up any more position, as he's going to be doing a early pit stop. So we want him to be right on them, picking up as much as he can. Now we're going to cut him down there. Don't need to worry too much about his tires. All right, we're going to bring him back to mediums to do 3 laps on those mediums on regular driving. All right, so he's looking good so far. Hard tires in front. Now he got passed by soft tires. We're going to push him a little bit here. Verstappen kind of dropped back to P22 there. No worries. He's going to pass all the cars on softs up the inside. Oh, we don't have enough boost to try and boost past that next car. So we're going to go on into pit. We want to boost on in. And then we're going to boost or Verstappen by pit here. So he picks up those who are on soft that went to pit. And we're going to cut him back down. Now we're going to go on the offensive with or Verstappen. See, Leclerc came out of pit right at the back because he has the slowest pit stop time compared to the others. He went in early and he came out behind. Now let's see if we can sneak past the rival. Yes, we can. We're gonna come back to softs with service, with no service in here. We should be able to do 2 laps, so we get a nice fast pit stop with Verstappen. Rival seems to be doing a 1 stop on those hard tires. Alright, so Verstappen back out just in front of our Leclerc. We're gonna keep him on regular driving. Keep them on regular driving here. No worries. The rival Russell will have to go back to pit. I think he's gonna stock this lap because the rival Norris is gonna be going into pit. Now what we want to do is we want to boost both drivers by pit here. So we're going to start boosting them from there. See if we can pick up a boost up the straight. And then we'll cut them back down right there. Alright, looking good. Now we're going to go to pit with both drivers. They're going to be stock in here. We can't go around Verstappen for an extra lap. Because he's going to run out of servicing, so we're going to bring him in for some fresh medium tires, and we're going to also bring in our Leclerc for some fresh mediums. He did 2, 3, and now he's about to do his final 3 on his fresh medium. So we're going to stock, so let's boost in our Verstappen. No issues, just a little bit of stocking, not too much. Now we boost out Verstappen, and the rival Russell should go back to pit as he's on the soft compound there in lap 6. Alright, we're going to cut our drivers now to regular driving. You see P1 now passing our Leclerc, cut them up to regular driving, and we're basically going to just allow them to drive from here. We want to save up as good amount of power unit as possible. We want to boost them while pit. So we're going to boost Verstappen from there. And we're going to boost our Leclerc also from there to see if we can catch P20 before he exits. Yes, we did catch him with our Verstappen. And Leclerc caught the rival on his exit. Didn't catch up to P20. All right, so any car in front of us that suffers a breakdown, we should be able to catch them as we are saving for the last boost past pit. Now we see the rival Russell boosting. He doesn't have a lot of power unit, so he's just boosting for a second there as we save, and we're gonna boost now by pit. Ooh, nobody's going into pit, so makes no sense we boost there. We save the power unit to boost around the hairpin bend. All right, now is where we want to boost at the hairpin bend to see if they can go ahead and pick up some places. We did pick up P23, picking off the rival. Now to see if Verstappen can pick up to P21. Nobody suffering a breakdown. And Verstappen unable to pick up to P21. So P23 to 23 it is. For us, the 1 stop seemed pretty good for the rival there. On the medium tire, so probably we'll explore the 1 stop at Imola here in another race. So 5 points for that one, we'll take it. Let's jump into our final race and see what we could do in that one. Here we go for our final race of the video. We're on Australia for this one, Melbourne. Let's see what kind of qualifiers we get here. So the 1 stop is definitely possible here at Melbourne. So at this stage in the Champions GP, you want to try and limit your pit stop time because that's where you're losing most of the time in the pits. So if you can squeeze in the 1 stop for majority of the race, definitely go ahead and do so. All right, so we're gonna go for the Instinct and we're gonna go for the Warrior here. And we're going to aim for the 1 stop. Let's see the time, 1 minute. I doubt we're going to be able to do 4 laps on these wets, but we're going to give it our best shot. All right, let's go fast start method, as we forgot to put that in a while ago. And here comes now Leclerc, though we did pick up some positions, not putting it in. But yeah, it's always good to give it a try. You never know when your drivers will shoot away and find some form of space on the track and make his way up to P1 at the start of the race. You never know. So it's always good to give it a try. As you can see now, or Leclerc is up to P11. Beautiful. Verstappen up to P15. Though we're not going to hold these positions because we don't have the power in the car or the levels to compete against the AIs to hold them. But we see our drivers doing pretty well here. We see Leclerc doing pretty well here to try and hold the rival, now boosting away. We still see Leclerc holding Kevin Magnussen. He now passes. All right, so we want to try and go for 4 or 3 laps and come back to those hards and go to finish. But now we see Leclerc getting passed by basically everybody who wants to pass. So we're going to give him a little bit of support and try and hold him into place, as or Verstappen is holding P20. Nice. Leclerc now in P15. Looking good. We want to go for 4 laps here. The track is going to be starting to dry out in a few laps. As we cross the line with 50% tires, we're good for 4, as it's 25% per lap on regular driving. So we're good for 4. We see Verstappen now dropping down the order right at the back to P23, but Leclerc still out here in P15. We'll give him a little bit of support to defend his position and hold the line, as the track is now going to be starting to dry out on our final lap. So everybody should be coming now to their regular tires, as the track will be dry out. So we're going to go back to the hard tires and do 4, or we could come back to the medium tires, but the medium tires will give us like a slower 4 laps than we would want. So we're just going to come back to the hards with servicing and go to finish on those hards. Since Verstappen is in the back, we're going to come back to the medium tires for him, and we want to see a comparison to the hard and medium tires. Now we can boost in our Leclerc. From there, a good amount of cars still did not pit. A good amount of cars still did not pit. A lot of the front runners there did not pit. All right, so no stock in. There we go. And we did get the jump on a few cars. What tires did they come back out on? Hards. Everybody's out on hards. All right, so we'll let him drive. And then Verstappen, who's out on the mediums, who boosts through the slow and cut him to regular driving. So let's see how Verstappen on the mediums go, if he can get the 4 laps done, as we try and hold position on the hard tires with our Leclerc. Some cars have now made it to pit. We're going to boost our Leclerc here to try and catch anybody in pit. We want to boost. Nope, we're not catching anybody in pit, but we did pick up some positions. We cut down back for Verstappen, as he did pick up a position as well. Alright, so looking good, looking all great. So we just need to maintain our position with our Leclerc here. So we're basically going to boost charge whenever we get a little chance to boost charge. We're just going to boost charge and then boost back up, just like that for our Leclerc. And Verstappen, we're going to save tires to boost the final lap with him. Just boost charge. Did you guys see the rain just come back down there? That was crazy. That rain came down and it's completely dry. All right, so everybody should be going straight home. I doubt anybody will be going back to pit. Now what we can hope for is a few cars to suffer some form of breakdown. Probably they did not service. That's what we can hope for. We see Verstappen getting past from P22, dropping back to P23. The rival now boosts away. That's all right. Verstappen now dropping to P24. All right, we're not going to pay too much attention there to that. We're mainly focusing on keeping P15 with our Leclerc. Now we can boost our Verstappen from there to pick up some positions. Cut back down there. Don't make sense to boost on the straight. Boost him back up there. All right, so we're looking good with Leclerc in P15. Verstappen now back up to P22. Tires not looking too good, but we're cut down. There's a car suffering a breakdown, and Verstappen managed to pick that up. We're boosting our Leclerc from here to finish. Now we just need to focus on Verstappen not running out of tires, as it looks like Leclerc is good to go in P15. Give some support. Nope. Cut back down. We can't hold. We retook the position, then we cut down, boosting back up. Ooh, look at that. Great drive from Verstappen to hold P20 to the line. That was a nice finish from where Max Verstappen to get up to P20 there for a nice 15 points in this one. Great drive from Charles Leclerc. As you saw, the hard tires performed a little bit better than the medium tires because we had meat in there, pardon me, we had meat in there to boost the hard tires, so it performed a little better for us instead of going to the medium tires where we were basically saving majority of the race. All right, so if you've been wondering the setup that we've been using, there it is. We're still short on a few parts. We want a few levels to improve our car a bit more, and we're working on them. Hopefully we could get them by Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for this one. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in your event. Use code word player down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Our final score is going to be 40 points. I think we should definitely go through on 40 points. If we don't get qualified, then tomorrow is another day and we'll go again tomorrow. So that's basically going to be it for this one. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to smash that like button. Peace. Walk good, guys. Bye. Shout out Christopher Graves, Alfredo Jr., and Touch My Dilly.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn